Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. A while ago I worked on the foyer and I put in these, it's basically what I call it, sticks in a vase. And at the time I had said that I was going to do something to them to just, I don't know, dress them up a little bit. And that is what I am doing today. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet, but I have a few options in mind. So I might go through a couple different options for these, but we'll start with one, see how I like that, and I may or may not move on to doing something else. So, and basically it's, I'm just going to do something to the sticks. I want to make, I don't know, it needs a little something in my mind. So, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try is to coat these with Epsom salt. And I've seen different crafts done with Epsom salt, but it's usually like candle holders and stuff like that. But we'll see how this goes. So I have my Mod Podge glue and some Epsom salt and my stick. Basically, I've just marked off right here how far I need to go, because it doesn't need to be totally coated because it will be in the vase. So, and I'm going to do this a really messy way with my fingers and just kind of, because I think that will be the quickest. And let's see how this works. Let's sprinkle it on. Actually, it's sticking a lot better than I thought it was going to. Okay, and I'm just going to leave this to dry, and I'm not sure where I'm going to leave this to dry. Very gently here, maybe? Okay. Okay, this next one that I'm going to do is another pretty much monochromatic one, sticking with the white, but this time instead of the Epsom salt, I have some just kind of white glitter, and we'll see how this one looks compared to the Epsom salt. The glitter's finer than the Epsom salt and has a bit more sparkle, so we'll see. Then again, it might not make much of a difference at all. So this is how the two different sticks turned out. The one on the top is the one with the Epsom salt, the one on the bottom is the one with the glitter. And unfortunately, I don't really think that the sparkle is, picking up in the camera at all. So that's unfortunate, because they are actually sparkling. And the overall effect is kind of like really similar, except that you can see the Epsom salt is much more chunky and gives a lot more texture, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to do some more in the Epsom salt, and also the Epsom salt is really cheap and I have a lot of it, so I will go ahead and do more of those and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, and here they are back where they belong in their vase, and you could, I'm not sure how well it's actually picking up on the camera, but when you go close and you could see it, but in person it really does shine in the light, and it adds like a little bit more texture and interest. I like it. However, I think this would probably work really well if they were any other color than white. I think if they were darker, it would really show up a lot more than, what's showing up on the white. It's definitely more of a subtle look on the white. So I like it. It doesn't stand out necessarily as much as I thought it might, but I'll take it. It's okay. So I had thought about painting some of them silver and then adding the Epsom salt to those, and I think those would stand out a lot more, but I don't necessarily think I want that in front of the gray wall. So I'm just going to leave them white with, a few of them having the texture. Like I said, in person, that's a lot more sparkly than it's appearing on camera. So unfortunately you can't see that, but yeah, it makes like I'd say like a third of them. I did about a third of them. Makes them look a little bit different, so a little bit special. So I like it. But if you wanted to do this yourself, you'd probably get more effect if you like spray painted the sticks first and then did it. So if you want to try this at home, keep that in mind. So you just definitely get more effect if it's on something a little bit darker than just the white. So that's it for today, and I will see you next time. Bye. Was able to save the coffee grounds that are inside them, and in the process is actually able to separate out the parts, and you can actually recycle the cups.